Oh my God, green bakery! Right, folks, we're going to have some fun today. We've got everything made up to install the temporary winch and lift, apart from the temporary lift car, which is going to change shape like every time you see it. So we've got some steels, some transverse steels already cut and drilled and painted to get attached to the steels above the pillars on top of the hull. We've got the framework with the winch mounted on it and the remote controls rigged to the electric winch, temporary electric winch, and enough cable on it. We checked that. I've got a new hose for my sewage pump so we can pump out the hole. We won't mess around with the little pumps until we've that'll wait for another video basically. So yeah, that's it. There's nothing holding us back. We'll yeah, we've still got the staging on the hole from where I put the steel there, and yeah, that's it. There's nothing holding us back, is there now? We can go and fit this fucking winch and get back down the hole, I guess. Right, you know, unless someone's got a better idea. Oh, there was maybe. I'm just joking. Yeah, let's do it. Let's get back down the hole. Okay, so the first of the temporary lift platforms, I suppose. You're not going to call this a car. This is a little bit sketchy. Should be tough enough. But all I need this first platform for is installing the sump and the floor at the bottom of the tunnel, installing the door frame, and installing the runners up the side of the shaft. So this is why it's got to be quite small, because there's nothing to stop it jangling around until we get the runners up on the sides. At that point we can expand, and this will probably be the basis, and we'll just carry on welding bits of scrap onto this until such a time as we build the proper lift car with a little door in it and some wrought iron and bits of brass and all the good stuff. Yeah. All right. So we'll let that cool down for a minute and take away the staging from the hole, and then give it a go, I suppose. Front problems. Okay. This is my first proper sewage pump. That one still works. It's been patched a couple of times. Half the pump housing is metal putty, and the impeller's sort of worn down to a stump now, isn't it? It still works, but it will struggle at 30 foot. This whole girl, a lot newer, but what? Dead in the water at the moment, so we'll have to just pull that apart and see what's going on. Pump's running out of steam already. The hose is getting softer up here. Hey? It's no good, lads. This little pump isn't going to do it. There's all but a trickle coming out of that. But we're down 7 rings. We've got another 3 to go. So, oh, there we go. Maybe we'll get down to the bottom. I don't think so though. We'll try. What's the worst that can happen? Alright folks, so we got the hole mostly pumped out. We're down to about 8.5 rings cleared. I had got it down below 9 rings, but I've left it a couple of days. I've been busy doing stuff. Do you fancy a trip down the hole with me then? This will be the first powered trip down the hole, all the way to the bottom. Not quite all the way to the bottom. I'm going to leave a bit of water on the bottom because next job is to trial the next pump basically. So I do have a much better, more expensive small DC pump that we can put down there and leave down there and keep it dry, that will come on automatically, yeah, rather than using the big sewage pump, because it's massive, the hose is massive, it's impossible to really tie that hose up nicely. I mean, you can guide it, but it always wants to put itself down, doesn't it? It does funny things when it pressurises, so we've got to go small bore, small current DC pump really to, I'll be happier like that. But either way, so there's a bit of water still down in the bottom. I'm going to leave that, and we'll come to that at the next video. And right now, is, the only real thing left. God, this looks like a dressing gown on it. It's not. It's a jumper. Looks like a, I don't know, cravat or a dressing gown, doesn't it? Eh? Right. Yep. Let's go down the hole, folks. Come with me. Fly with me. Get it out. I just took the pump off the turn my remote off. Got to remember to do that. It does, with the weight of this on, it winds itself up very neatly, which is good. We haven't really got a hand free here. This is a little bit silly, just because of the lack of hands. Let's take it nice and slowly. Down we go. Very slow. Oh, I'm caught on that bloody bolt. Bit of wood's got to come off. Oh, yeah. So once we get the floor in the bottom, I expect my first job will be getting the runners up the side here, and getting the runners up the side and what? Making this whole thing a little bit more civilised. I've got to tidy up a bit of the grouting in places. Oh, it's spinning. Are we unwinding the cable here? Oh, we're getting faster. That's most peculiar, isn't it? There's a lot of corrosion here. That's peculiar. Why have we got that much corrosion? Hey? That's peculiar, isn't it? Oh wow. Our bolts are really fezzed up. No, I think it's the chain. Alright, down at the bottom. Down at the bottom of the garden. There's nothing steel on the outside there, is there? I don't think so. Maybe it's not steel. Or maybe it's, I don't know. Maybe something bad's happening. Alright, well there is some steel down here. Obviously there's the chains and shackles that I use to prevent the bottom dropping off. Oh yeah, so we got number 9 pumped out. It's just number 10 there at the bottom. Oh, I left my pickaxe down here, didn't I? That's the homemade pickaxe. Anywho's. Absolutely ridiculous, isn't it? Eh? Alright. Yeah, I suppose that's it. That's the first trip down the hole on the lift. Awesome. Awesome. Not quite all the way down to the bottom, there's another ring to go. Let's go back up. Hopefully it behaves itself a little bit better. I'm already regretting, even though this is just a little temporary lift car, I'm regretting not having made the, you know, sort of making 2 uprights so I can stand in the middle and get my weight more balanced. Because it's being off centre like this which is making it spin, isn't it? Yeah. But whatever happens, I'm going to have to hold on until I get the runners up the side. Oh. Lovely. How do we get off? Yeah. Definitely easier with 2 hands. Definitely hard with no hands. No, Mr. Bond, I expect you to die. Goodbye. Okay, so hopefully that's demonstrated. What's that demonstrated? Why I've always wanted to put a diesel engine on the hydraulic circuit of this lift. Yeah. Can't remember what that motor's rated at. It is only, is it 2 kilowatt? Can't remember now. I'll no, it's up top. I can't be asked to check it. I think it's 2 kilowatt anyway. Most I can pull out of a 3-pin plug here in the UK is 3.5 kilowatt. Yeah, and you know, even that, it's not going to be a lot faster with less than double the power. Isn't fast enough. Basically, less than double the speed isn't going to be fast enough. So that's really why I want that. That diesel engine powering everything, because that'll be 7 oils, so about 5 kilowatt, I suppose. And that's, I mean, even that doesn't seem like it'll be enough now. I'm sure it will. I'm sure it will. But you know, the thing with the hydraulic circuit, obviously we've got a 20-ton winch, which will end up going up the top, and then the diesel engine will stay underground beside the hole. It'll be a focal point, you know, a nice focal point, because that's going to be the workshop, and it'll be nice to have you know, something like that, isn't it, in the shed. But yeah, we could always put a bigger engine in, and it's not going to bother the winch none. So yeah, it just seems like the most logical way to do things. And then, you know, if I ever do get a 3-phase power supply here, you know, and I can pull a lot more fucking put a lot more fucking current, then you know, maybe it gets a bit annoying in the future with a diesel engine, like constantly having to do maintenance on that to get down the hole, which it won't come to. It'll be reliable. Then, you know, maybe I feel like putting in a power pack eventually, but you know, until then, you know, until we get to the diesel engine, this is good enough. It'll help me bring all the shit out the bottom, and you know, and then diesel's going to make things a lot quicker, isn't it? But yeah, anyway, it works. We've got something usable now. It's quite fun, isn't it? Yeah, I guess we'll have a look at the pump next, and then sink the sump, and then we're away, folks. Yeah, once we've got that sump and a pump in, I'll just have to turn up and dig, don't I? Hey, yeah, I have to cut the doorway as well. There's a lot of little jobs, but from next video, all the bunker videos are going to be down at the bottom. Alright, okay, hope you're looking forward to it. I'm a little bit nervous, but yeah, I'm sure it will all be alright. Anyway, take it easy, folks. See you later. Bye bye.